Welcome to another episode of Searching for MacGuffin with your host, George.
Dan.
And Link.
And welcome back from our mid-season break.
That's right.
Which wasn't in the middle. And it also, we weren't really sure if we were going on break or...
Yeah, we didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, because for those of you that joined us...
Continuity. Go ahead.
A few weeks ago, we were en route. We were going to watch Spider-Man. I mean, not directly, but over the next few days. But we weren't sure.
Hey, we're going to watch it that day.
No, I mean, that's a good story, but I don't think that's what happened. Remember, I think it was like the day before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were like, if the Heat, it was before.
Oh, yeah, because of the Heat.
There was a Heat game before it.
Yeah.
And then if they won, then they would have another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they didn't win, there would be no Heat game the day of the movie.
Yeah.
And then we would have come back and done the episode. But they did win.
And there was a Heat game.
And there was a Heat game. So then we went from the movie to the Heat game. And then that didn't really pan out long term though for the Heat.
I know. It worked like 3 more weeks.
Yeah, okay. They made it past.
Yeah, we made it to the playoffs. We made it.
Okay.
We made the championship.
That was the division championship at that time.
That wasn't. I thought we were already in the finals.
We were already in the. No, I think that was.
No, because the first game of the finals is when we left. Me and Link.
Oh no.
No,
yes,
I think
about how it was.
No, I
rigged.
think.
Yes,
I think that was the first game of the final. I think that was the first game of the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a Thursday.
Because it was right before we left.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. That was no. We didn't know if they were gonna make it to the finals. They were in the division championship. The first game of the finals was the day of the Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
So when we made the decision, we didn't even know if we were going to go to the championship game. Right. Okay. So now that we're back on that track, that was a good conversation. Anyone who's catching up might have missed that.
If you didn't know what happened to the Miami Heat, now you do.
Yeah, we actually predicted that it would be rigged. So
And it was.
It was clearly, absolutely.
Clearly.
There's no.
This is now a sports podcast.
Sometimes it's a sports.
It's like Miami teams podcast.
Sometimes it's just. Sometimes it's. I like to think that the show is whatever show the show needs to be on our search.
That's right. Because
that was beautiful.
and that's therapy, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
We are whatever you need us to be.
And what's even better than being whatever you need to be is to be on time. You know, so we could just click that timer.
Dang.
Our audience always wondering what we're referring to right at the beginning
about it.
Almost every episode. So we've been away because we've been gone traveling.
It's summer.
We had
Feels like summer.
why were we gone? What can we say?
What can we say? What are we legally allowed to say?
I don't think it's a legal matter, but
A family member got married.
okay, sure.
Yeah. So
Marriage in the family.
In the family, so we had to go travel.
Yeah, it's the third time they marry the same person.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
All
All I know is that the person that was officiating their wedding did a really good job all 3 times.
Okay. So that's all we can say?
That's
for
all we
legal
can say, yeah.
Okay, for legal reasons.
Legal reasons.
So me and Link were off traveling. What were you up to, Dan?
I was traveling as well.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
So
Yeah,
3 of
we
our
were
4
traveling.
hosts were traveling.
Together, the 3 of us were traveling?
Yeah, all 3 of the hosts, because there's only 3 hosts on
Yeah.
this show.
We were like, together we make Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
So like it's like a Pitbull transformer.
It's like a Pitbull transformer.
Wait, no, that's not
No,
a
Power
transformer.
Like
Rangers.
a pip-
the
Power Rangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or Captain Planet.
Voltron.
Voltron. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So I like you when Captain Planet. We were like in the robot sphere, but
Captain
it's
Planet
true.
also worked,
Okay,
yeah.
Their powers
Captain
combined.
Planet's a good one.
With the powers combined.
Yeah. So we went to a couple of countries. Well, it's summer. It's summer, right? It's that time of the year where we travel, we catch up with. Last year was the summer of anime, right?
Yeah. What's this summer?
For me, it's the summer of gaming, and I guess we'll talk a little bit about that.
All
later.
right. Yeah.
But that's what I've been focusing on. We talk a lot about games on this show. Sometimes I feel like we talk about games more than I actually get to play them. So this summer I was like, we're gonna be gone for 3 weeks. I'm gonna take my stuff with me, and during travel days, because like we said, we were kind of going from one country to the next. So we started in Amsterdam.
Yeah, and then we hitchhiked all the way to
Yeah.
Iceland.
Stayed in some hostels.
Hostels, yeah.
Right. Sometimes we just crashed in the airport.
One of them was a brothel.
That didn't happen for me. I don't know. Me and Link weren't together the whole time, so at least
Because
I'm gonna yes and that to a degree.
It's because you're married, so you didn't have to stay in the brothel.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. We have 2 incomes, so we can afford a room.
Yeah,
that
I
night.
couldn't. Yeah.
Is it weird? It's cheaper to stay at the brothel,
Brothel,
than
yeah.
to get a place to stay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we went what?
I was like, can I stay here, but not do anything, just sleep?
You paid for her time.
Yeah, time. Yeah, in
But
the,
you're
in
just
the
like,
bed.
I need a corner.
just
I
need
Yeah,
need
she's
a
like-
couple hours.
Yeah, I don't want to cuddle with anyone.
You can say, listen. You can borrow my Switch.
Yeah.
So we went Amsterdam, went Iceland, right? Ireland again, right?
Liverpool,
England, back to Amsterdam, and then
Turkey.
Turkey.
What was your favorite?
Yeah.
What was your high point, Link?
My favorite was Amsterdam. I really enjoyed Amsterdam. I was ready to move. I'm like, oh my goodness, why would I want to come back to Miami?
That's so funny. I told you that several years ago. I think I went to Amsterdam 10 and 5 years ago, and like the first time I went, I was ready to move.
Yeah.
I was like, my wife literally had to like,
These Dutch,
no, we can't just stay here.
these
Look
Dutch
here.
people know how to do life. Are
And
they, are they Dutch?
Yeah.
Am I using this term
Yes,
correctly?
that is,
Okay, good.
And then 5 years ago, like I loved it. Went back. We try to like go everywhere, so we don't do a lot of repeat trips. But Amsterdam and Turkey were 2 highlights, so we've been there several times. But this time, it's funny because you fell in love with the city. I kind of felt like it was more crowded than my previous visit. It's the first time you go,
Yeah.
so you have that romance the
Yeah.
first time. But we were talking to the people there who live in Amsterdam. They were talking about how tourism has boomed so much, and there's so many more people, overcrowding, pollution. It was. They do a good job cleaning the streets, but it was like dirtier between them cleaning it. You know?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of overcrowding. It was more hustle and bustle than I remember it.
Mm.
So I was like, okay.
We also
Yeah.
went to Belgium.
We did go to Belgium. Oh, that's right. We drove to Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Smelled like waffles.
Dan, have you ever driven on the other side of the road? By the way.
Oh my
No, I
goodness.
actually
See,
haven't.
Okay. So we drove in some.
let me tell you,
UK countries, and
we drove in Ireland.
that was your high point, right?
Oh my goodness, I hate Ireland. We went to Belfast and Cork, right?
Yes, Belfast and Cork.
I can see why Kenneth Branagh made a movie called Belfast about leaving Belfast.
Okay. First of all, he was driven out due to religious persecution.
It worked for the best.
Okay. Well, I guess he is a
Yeah,
celebrated director.
he's a celebrated director.
Would he have been one in Belfast?
No, he
I
would have
don't
been a
think-
drunk.
Okay. Whoa. That's quite an
Dang.
accusation there. So low point was
Low point
Ireland?
was Ireland. Ugh.
Actually, Link didn't enjoy Ireland so much that he went out of his way to purchase Ireland postcards to send back home to complain about it.
Yeah.
I was like, you see this? This was nothing
this
special.
place sucks.
That was like it was a recurring thing. I thought it was fine. I was very anxious driving on the other side of the road.
It's complicated, man. Because not only is George was a driver because he rented the car. So I'm like, I'm not. So I felt like it was my job to be
Yeah.
his co-pilot.
And then they ask you, "Oh, we have a second driver," and I look at Lincoln. He's like,
I left my
Just shaking
license
his
in
head.
Miami.
"So go ahead."
So I was his co-pilot, right? Because
And I just want to give him a shout out right now. The best co-pilot in the business.
I
today.
am a great co-pilot.
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
Why?
Because I'm alert. I'm attentive.
Yes.
I help. There is this part where it's hard. It was hard driving, right? Because
Yeah.
not only are you on the left side driving instead of the right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, on the right instead of the left. When you're going forward, you know how here in the States, the right lane is you're going forward, right? And the left lane is going down?
Yeah.
Well, it's the opposite over there.
All right.
So that messes with your mind
Yeah,
already.
because it inverts everything. Because when you're
Exits.
turning left, you're used to looking this way
Yeah.
to see who's coming, but you got to look the other way. You know.
Yeah. Right? So
And roundabouts.
in roundabouts. Or what were they called? What did I call them?
You
Giveaways?
Giveaways.
Giveaways. They're called giveaways.
No, there's just signs at the roundabouts that say "give way," telling you, to give way
give
to the.
space, yeah.
But Link is like right here at the giveaway.
It was a giveaway. That's what they call them, okay? So before George is, getting into the giveaway, I'm like, here, this is what it looks like. George, visualize it. Pretend like
He walks me
practice
through
in your
the steps,
mind
yeah.
what you're gonna do. Let me tell you, it really helped out, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is too that 2 leadership qualities that he has at least when he's in the front seat of a vehicle.
Only when I'm co-pilot.
Yeah, helping guiding you is confidence and transparency, which are 2 difficult things to balance.
Yeah.
Because you need to know when you're sure of something, it's going to be on your left. It's coming up right now. But you also need to be transparent when you don't know. According to the map, it kind of looks like you do a U and then turn right, but that doesn't look right. So just slow now, So he let me prepare mentally.
Exactly.
I really appreciate it.
This is the only time in my life that I'm ever confident, that I'm transparent. I'm very laid back, not non-confrontational,
Yeah.
but not when I'm co-pilot.
Yeah.
I take people's lives seriously.
The best part is that for the most part, the entire trip, that first day that we drove on the wrong side of the and we had this argument because it is the wrong side of the road. I try to be culturally sensitive, but if they decided it's that side and the rest of the world
It's the wrong
disagrees,
side.
then
Yeah.
you're on the wrong
Wrong
side,
side.
right? So it's like us in the metric system. It's wrong, okay? The rest of the world
They
doesn't
got
agree
it.
with it, so we're wrong,
Yeah.
okay? But the UK, nobody follows you, okay? Just stop trying to make the wrong side of the road a thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, we didn't drive into the wrong
We did good.
lane the whole trip, and then we let our guard down, turning into the port to return the car at the end.
Yeah.
And we just we turned into the port, and the guy's like, stop. He's like, welcome to, where were we?
Belfast.
Oh, Belfast, yeah. Welcome to Belfast. We drive on the left side of the road here. He did not say wrong. He said, and we're like, damn it. I was
We were
like,
so close.
yeah, I swear. I got it right the whole, he didn't believe me.
He didn't, yeah.
But anyways, that was harrowing.
Yeah, it was very scary. Also, the roads in Ireland are very narrow.
Oh, yeah.
And George, you're scared when you're driving, right? So he would get really close to the left.
It's a
right?
rental car,
Yeah.
You would get really close to the left, and there'd be times where, like, is he gonna hit the wall? Is he gonna hit?
And I know what I was doing was wrong, but I really didn't want to have a head-on collision on the other,
Yeah.
on the other car. So it was like, I can control what's on my left. I can't control what the other car does. So, but there was that. My wife was also in the back. It's like, I don't understand what the big deal is. This is what it's like at home in Colombia. And I was like, you're not driving. Okay?
First of all, you don't even drive well in the States.
Jeez.
It's true though, right? That's why you always drive.
Nah, she's just tired.
That's a good excuse. It's a nice way of saying it.
Okay.
You suck at driving.
All right. We have certain responsibilities, and I will gladly take on.
Yeah, because you don't want to die.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. How about you, Dan? What were your travels like? What insight could you give us?
I did a drive from Florida to Maine. So
What? How long was that?
that was 24 hours there, 24 hours back.
What?
Mhm.
48
Non-stop?
hour round. Yeah, he drove to Maine and then he turned right
Yeah,
back
and then I
around.
just no, I did 12 hours and 12 hours, and then we were there for.
And you
2
drove
weeks.
the whole way by yourself?
Yes.
Like,
That
it was just you driving.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
It
What?
was quite the
Wow.
experience, though.
I bet.
I can imagine. And you didn't stop anywhere?
Where'd you
Like
stop?
you just
Once.
stopped at the halfway point?
Yeah, just once
Where'd you
at
s-
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay.
Oh, so
And
from
Maine?
12 hours from Orlando is Virginia.
Yeah.
And if I have my facts right, Maine is the largest, most northern state of New England, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I totally knew that all the whole time. I didn't just take
Damn.
that from a pre-conversation prior to this episode. I knew that. What was that like?
It was
drive?
the drive or the state.
Yeah, the drive and the state. Go ahead.
The drive was a pain.
You can take the wheel.
It
Yeah.
sucked. It was the worst. Never want to drive
you
through
live-
New Jersey again. New Jersey sucks.
Oh, New Jersey's the worst because
Yeah.
everything's legal there.
That I don't think that applies anymore.
I never want to drive through New York again. That was also the worst.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
can see that, yeah.
I wouldn't want to drive New York either.
Honestly, the worst were Maryland, New York, and New Jersey. Horrible. Everything else was fine. But yeah, pretty exhausting. But Maine is a beautiful state. I had a lot of fun. I went to Acadia National Park. It was beautiful.
Oh,
Nice change of
Link.
pace from Orlando. So
Link's a big national parks guy.
I do. I want to travel all the national. I want to go to all the national parks in the United States.
The Alaska ones are beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds cold.
Yeah,
But I'll do it. But
Have
I'll
you
do
done
it.
the Alaska ones?
Yeah, we did. We went last year. Remember?
Oh right.
We did a whole.
No, you guys were in Russia.
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
according to the show,
Right.
we were in Russia. Yeah. Well, you can see it from Alaska.
Now, Danny, 12 hours driving. What do you do in the car? What are you listening to? What's going on? What do you do?
That was
he pulls up
the
Brian Kendrick.
the way there was before the finals, so a lot of like pre-basketball podcasts
Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
just to kind of pass the time. Just
Did you listen to
game
us?
analysis. I did not listen to this podcast. I was
Wow.
I
Wow.
can't believe it.
Listen, I needed a break.
Dan doesn't listen to the show.
This was my break.
Yeah, we didn't listen. I didn't listen to the show either. Oh, actually, speaking of the games, Link, how hard was it for you to watch the
These
NBA
games are hard,
finals?
man. These games are hard. Like at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, no. That's,
Yeah.
They would start at 2 a.m.
Yes.
Did you see any?
I watched the one after we won over there.
It was like 12:30 to like 3, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it was like the first game back here in Miami. So I watched that one. And I stopped after the third quarter because we were down by so much. I'm like, but I did meet a friend as I was the game. As I was watching the game, I'm there in the, I don't know what to call it, like this very small sports room, and then in comes this guy like at 2 a.m.
It sounds like a euphemism. I don't know what to call it. The very small sports room.
In comes this guy at 3 a.m. Like he sits down next to me and my friend, and I'm like, okay, I guess. And he goes and he starts talking to us. I ended up becoming good friends with him. He's from Dubai.
I ended up becoming very good friends with him. He's from
Dubai, right? And his name was Mohammed, but the way you pronounce his name is Hamid. So for those of you guys that don't know how to pronounce Mohammed, it's Hamid. And he let me call him his Habibi. So every time I saw him on the cruise, I'd be like, Habibi, come over here. And I think I did something that was culturally insensitive.
a faux pas.
I didn't know.
It was a faux pas.
I didn't know. You get me? I don't really hang out with many Muslim people. So my knowledge of Muslim etiquette is not.
Well, you should have watched Miss Marvel.
I should have watched Miss Marvel. My only knowledge of Muslim people is the show Rami, right? Muslim culture. That's all I know. So this guy's there. He's with his wife. So I fist bump him, right? Like, hey, my friend, how are you? And I'm like, Habibi. So then his wife is there, right? So I'm like, all right, let me be courteous to her as well. So I fist bump her. Like I go to fist bump his wife.
He goes to fist his wife.
Yeah, and she's like, and I'm like, oh.
And for those listening, she
like waved her hand as like, no, thank you.
That's right.
And I'm like, oh no,
man.
I felt so bad. Yeah.
The last
And then I
time-
looked at him and I'm like, all right, yalla habibi, and I left.
Was that the
You
last
never
time you
spoke
saw
again.
him?
Yeah. And then like the whole trip, I'm like, should I apologize to my friend that I
He was
went
really
to go?
overthinking.
Yeah, I was really overthinking it. Should I apologize that I went to go fist bump his wife? But then I'm like, but what if he didn't realize that and I make things worse?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I think true friendship is never having to apologize for accidentally fisting your wife.
right? Your friend's wife.
Your friends. Yeah.
Your new friend's
Yeah,
wife.
I mean, apologize too for
Exactly.
Yeah, you got it.
So I was a good friend. I didn't
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
It was an
Or
accident.
he was a good friend.
He
because
didn't. He didn't demand it.
expect you,
Yeah. But yeah,
So there was that.
what was that? I made a friend. One friend.
And you also
And-
lost that friendship on the same.
Yeah, a lot.
Immediately. Yeah.
Eh.
That's why I couldn't remember what country it was from.
Yeah.
So travel, that's always a big part of summer. And it almost feels like, do you feel like you have more time or less time during the summer?
I personally feel like I have more time.
Mm-hmm.
My summers are off, so I have a lot of time. But I feel like I don't have time because I'm always on my phone.
Yeah.
So that's what happened last week. Today's Sunday. We're recording on Sunday. I'm sorry, letting you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
I averaged 7 hours on my phone last week.
Ooh.
And I told Danny, like, oh, I can't. So I told Danny I deleted TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, because I didn't want to do 7 hours again.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not very productive at all when I'm,
Mhm.
you get me? So just on TikTok and all these
Yeah, that's
apps.
fair.
Feels like yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So this week, I'm going to be more productive. I'm
Well,
gonna have
luckily
fun.
Twitter can't distract you now.
Oh,
No,
boy,
yeah,
There's a
I ran
limit.
over my. I reached my limit at 6:30 in the morning.
Thanks, Elon. Dan, you want to give a little insight for anyone who might not be knowing what's been going on with Twitter?
Yeah, so Twitter kind of imploded because Elon added limits to how many tweets you can see, depending
Is
on...
there a reason for that? Why?
Apparently, he wants people to get outside.
He bought Twitter so people can
Yeah.
He's like Nintendo. He's like Nintendo with the Switch, with the Wii. Let's make people move when they play video games.
Which I thought
No,
was strange, but...
Yeah.
No, apparently, so before this, they had like a contract with Google, right? Like $1 billion contract where they would upload everything to their cloud service.
Uh-huh.
Their contract ran up in yesterday,
Oh, I didn't know that.
so they didn't pay it.
Yeah.
So that's why he was like, "Oh, we got to do these limits because we're not going to be able to continue."
So that's what
Yeah.
happened.
So the guy forgot to pay the bill or decided, I'm going to be cheap. I got to make money off of this somehow, right?
But how do you make money if no one can use it?
I don't know, man. I'm
It's
not the
just a
billionaire
really-
playboy.
It was a really weird choice.
Neither is he.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm
can
not
only
Tony
see
Stark.
600 tweets a day, which isn't
And
much.
that's
when
so
you're
little.
scrolling,
Which isn't
yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't get to control like what those 600 are.
Yeah, because your algorithm is different.
I follow a lot of garbage, a lot of repeated sports news. Like, I don't know. No.
Because I did it. I was like, let me see what it's like. And I opened up the Twitter and I read the same thing 3 times. And I was like, no, I can't. That's it. Like, I'm going to get anxiety.
They're doing that
about
on
running
purpose. They're
out.
doing that on purpose
Yeah.
for you to run out.
Oh, my goodness. So anyways, yes. So Twitter, not a distraction, but all the other apps.
Yeah. So now she's going to be outside, apparently.
Yeah. You talked about how last year was the summer of anime, and for this year, mine is the summer of gaming. I started playing Spider-Man after we talked about it last month, and it was like Monday, and I started playing it, and I beat it, like, not in one sitting, but basically that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm so proud. And my wife was like, okay, can we leave the house now? Because it's Friday. And I was like, what? And she's like, you haven't gotten up, like, in almost an entire work week. Like, that was 40 hours. And I was like, I'm sorry. Because when we came back from the travel, our car didn't work.
Yeah, he couldn't even go anywhere.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Oh, let me figure out what I'm going to do. And then I just didn't figure it out for like 4 days straight. Yeah. So there was that. Back to the point, I feel like I run out of time more because you have certain things that you need to do. Like, in order to not gain weight on the trip, I would get up and work out before we would like go off to travel. And then as soon as I got home, I just haven't seen the gym since. So it's like, it's worse at home than it is when I was like moving around and traveling. Because sometimes we just, we get caught up in those kind of, the lack of routine.
Yeah.
Just, okay, now I have the whole day ahead of me and it's easy to just kind of get lost in the muddle. But summer's a very special time. Everyone's time is different. It's short. Some of us have more. Some of us have less. But we know that for us who aren't going to school or aren't going to work as we usually would, we have less commute time, right? So we're not really listening to podcasts or consuming audio as much. So we decided for this month to do a little favor to our listeners and starting with today's summer
You should have
topic.
probably started the conversation with this.
Yeah, probably. But if they're still here,
If you're
20
still here
minutes in-
20 minutes
20
in.
minutes in, this month, we're going to focus on a couple of summer topics, starting with this summer topic that we're discussing today. We're going to look at some summer movie previews and try to keep it a little more bite-sized, right?
Yeah.
So that we have more time to go consume some more media,
Yeah.
pretend to work on this show, right? And then you guys can go out there and see the sun, touch some grass.
Get off of Twitter.
Yeah, well, no, they don't have a choice.
You don't
They're
have a choice.
already
They're
off
already
Twitter.
off Twitter, yeah.
So you're welcome. Elon and us are helping you get out.
You're
and get
welcome.
some-
Yes. This is our summer. What do we should summer. We should call this something. Our series.
Searching for summer.
Searching for summer.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Romantic.
So
Sounds like a poem.
yeah. So going back to the topic of summer gaming, I took my Switch with me on the trip. I finished Pokemon Legend Arceus, which we've talked about on this show. Love it. 2 thumbs up. We kept playing Tears of the Kingdom. Link would disappear to go play Tears of the Kingdom any chance that he got.
Yeah.
It'd be like we had lunch, and then he'd be like, "All right, I'm leaving." In his room. Tears of the
No.
Kingdom.
I wouldn't do it in my.
Oh, where would
I'd be 12 deck number 12.
Deck 12.
Deck 12.
That's when we were on the cruise.
Yeah,
Deck 12.
I'd be playing there.
That's
or you
beautiful.
can be in your hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, let me socialize.
Let me get outside.
Let me get
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. Actually, Link played Tears of the Kingdom in like 5 countries at least.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah.
A beachside, poolside, on a train, in a plane,
Yeah, look at that.
in the rain.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that should be a commercial for the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, why didn't we think of that? Yeah.
We should do that. We should.
Yeah.
Did we make Link a Switch commercial?
I think we should
I think we did. I'll put that in the agenda.
for next summer.
We talked about the Sony PlayStation State of Play, or yeah, I think that's what they call it, right? Or the Sony presentation, the PlayStation presentation. Before we left, Nintendo had a direct, and Microsoft had a games showcase, Xbox showcase. No E3 this year.
Oh, so sad.
Rest in
Are we ever
peace.
going to have E3?
How long has it been since we've had an
We didn't have
E3?
one
2020?
since 2020, yeah.
2020, right? So, for those of you unaware, the Electronic
Entertainment?
Entertainment Expo was like a yearly event that I used to plan my summers around.
Yeah.
It was the most exciting thing for me in the summer.
I love
Yeah.
them.
Day one, I used to actually take it off of work when I worked during the summer. I would literally, it was literally a day off, a holiday. I hardly ever take days off outside of and I would take that as a personal day and just watch the
E3.
yeah, I think what was the day one was what? Was it, they used to do, I think, Microsoft and PlayStation on the same day, and then Nintendo would do their direct like the next
Before
day.
before Nintendo did
Yeah.
directs,
Yeah.
they'd be part of it.
Oh yeah, they would do.
Yeah,
do
Yeah.
it
They
before,
had their own.
But even then, even when they did directs, it was like the next day. Like they would just drop it like at 9 a.m. or whatever.
Do you
It was-
think that it was Keanu Reeves that ruined E3?
No, I think it was COVID.
Yeah, it was
Because
COVID. And then
the last
companies
E3
realized they don't need a.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
last E3 we had was with him when he popped out of nowhere
Yeah.
and he became that beautiful meme.
Yeah, we went out with a bang.
We went out with
That's
a
true.
bang, yeah.
I mean, if you have to end E3, it should be with Keanu.
It should be with John Wick.
But yeah, I think Dan's right. I think Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft realize we can just put a digital
Mhm.
presentation that we have full control
It's
over
cheaper.
and just
Yeah.
drop it. Cheaper. They probably make money.
Oh
from-
yeah.
Views, right? From the views.
yeah, from the
I
traffic.
mean, because
and-
there's
and
nothing physical. You don't have to set up a whole display or.
You'd have to
Yeah.
rent
Yeah,
space
you don't
too
have
at
to
You
the
rent
expo.
space.
It's pre-recorded too.
You don't have to give everyone in the room the new Xbox.
No one's rushing anything.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Hey, can you tell that story when we thought your brother got the new Xbox?
Oh man, can I fill in the blanks while you tell it? Because
Okay, so George's brother, Tantan. Have we had him on the show yet?
no, we have not.
Oh, we
but
should. We will.
In
He's
season
in-
3.
In season 3,
Prepare.
baby. So Tantan is an animator, all right? So him and his friend went to E3 because his friend is
A distributor.
a distributor, like a video game distributor. So he got him tickets. They went, and we were excited for them, right? Like, oh man, that's
Yeah.
awesome. They're gonna go. So the day before Xbox has their event, their panel,
Mm-hmm.
they're up partying with the Microsoft executives, right?
Yep.
And so they asked him, "Oh, you guys gonna do anything special? You guys gonna give anything away for free?" He's like, "No, we're not gonna give anything away for free.
Yeah. No big deal.
No big deal." Right? So I guess these two, Tantan and his friend, and they're partying too much, so they went to sleep late and they woke up late, right? So we're watching E3, and
And I believe they had already given us an idea that they had entrance to the Microsoft.
yeah,
conference.
they had like press passes,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
could have gone.
Yeah.
They were supposed to go, but they partied too much, right?
Uh-huh.
And like she didn't wake up on time. So next day we're watching it, right?
We're watching the
We're watching the
presentation at home.
presentation. We're excited. And then they pull like an Oprah, like the Microsoft executives pull like an Oprah. They say, "Oh, look under your chair. Bam, it's the new Xbox. What is it? Was it Xbox One?
I think it was Xbox One. yeah.
Xbox One. Everyone in the, I don't know, the hall,
auditorium. Yeah.
got an Xbox One.
Yeah.
So we're here happy, like, ah,
Yeah, we're like, we're getting
an Xbox One.
They're bringing us back
it's,
an Xbox.
it's not even ours. Like, we don't live with the guy, but we're saying we're getting an Xbox, right? So we call him, right? And this, like, I guess it was right after. So no one really knew, like, what had happened. So we tell him, like, hey, did you get the Xbox? Like, no, the Microsoft execs told us that they weren't going to be giving anything out for free. And then we just tell them like, no, they actually gave out Xbox
Yeah.
Ones.
And they're like, oh no, we're just getting to the hall now. We're like right outside.
Yeah, they couldn't go inside.
Oh my gosh.
So they missed out on the free Xbox One,
Yeah. Which in hindsight, it's like, of course they're not gonna tell them.
Yeah.
right? Because then they would have told
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, then that's just gonna leak. So that's how we didn't get an Xbox
Yeah.
at E3. Yeah, yeah. And that's why they closed E3.
That's why they closed E3, yeah.
Because they didn't give the show.
Keanu saw how they did us wrong. He's
Yeah.
like, that's it.
Mhm.
I'm going John Wick
Shut it
on
down.
E3. Shut it down.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they already put Link asked the question if they're coming back. They already canceled
The next year.
the next year.
Like the next 2 years.
And the year after that.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's
So they're never
over.
coming back.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
over.
Which
least you
is
still
a
have
shame,
Comic-Con.
because I always wanted to
No.
go.
Did you hear what Link said?
At least we still have Comic Con.
At least we
Yeah.
still have Comic Con.
I'm guessing that's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke because no one's going to
Yeah.
Comic Con this
everyone,
year.
Everyone's pulling out of Comic Con.
Yes.
But it's because of the writer strikes, right?
No,
No,
because I
no,
think
yeah, it was just
Disney's doing their own
Yeah,
Marvel
exactly.
presentation. It's like the same thing, same
Mhm.
concept.
Oh, well, now those comic book
too
nerds
expensive.
that were complaining about
Yeah.
Comic Con becoming a.
You mean me and Socrates?
Yeah, you and
On
Socrates.
that episode.
It's gonna be
Comic
perfect.
Collecting with Soc?
Now you can go to Comic Con.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's for
damn.
no one now.
What a hipster.
Yeah. I was into Comic Con before Comic
Comic-Con.
Con was worth going to.
That's true.
Anyways, so you said you were sad because you wanted to go to E3?
Yeah, I mean that was always my dream as like a
That was
middle
pretty
schooler.
cool.
I was like, yeah, I want to go to E3 one day, but it was only by
Good.
invite. So, dude.
Good. Now we could have hooked you up now because we still have that connection with.
Yeah. Aren't we the
Rest
press?
Yeah, that's true. We also
Yeah,
We are
me and
press.
Link have
We
press
are press.
passes.
We have press passes. No, but can't we go places because we have our own podcast as a
Oh,
press?
You still need
How
to
does that
get
work?
invited. I think.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how
I think
that
you can
works.
apply for it. to be
Let's
honest.
apply for it, bro. You're the writer here.
There's no
E3 anymore.
No, but let's apply
Let's apply
the go
anyways.
places. Yeah, the go
You know what?
places.
Let's apply for E3 2026.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready.
Let's bring it back to life. You're right. We should use our press credentials to try to.
Yeah, but
Get
no,
into
but
places.
can we as a
I
as
don't-
this
I'd
company
ha-
is
I'd have
searching
to
for
look
MacGuffin?
I'd have to look into.
Because
it.
like,
That is.
I mean, you're a writer.
interesting. Are we technically
right?
I mean, your ordination.
We're
too also
content
gives
That's true.
creators.
Press credentials.
Yeah. So I feel like we can go into the press.
I feel like we. Can, I go into depressed all the time. Well, I'm glad that your dream is dead now, Dan.
Yeah.
Because now you know how it feels like me and Comic Con. So there you go.
Mm.
I hear PAX East is nice.
Yeah, I've heard all the packs are nice. The West one
Yeah.
and the East one, are both
Oh.
pretty great for
Oh.
indie
I'm
games.
more East Side than I am West Side.
Right,
understand.
East Side.
All right. So the Nintendo Direct happened.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I got excited for that.
What did you get excited for?
Mario RPG.
Oh yeah, the remake.
I never got to play it,
Me
so I'm
neither.
gonna play it. I'm gonna buy
I've
it.
only heard of it. I don't think I owned it, but
I've only heard of it. But I enjoy the RPG games that Mario does have. So
It's one of the
Mhm.
games that I grew up pretending to love. So I'm really excited to actually play it.
yeah,
Yeah.
It looks good too.
So I don't have to lie to my middle school friends anymore.
you hear that, Socrates?
I never played Mario RPG. I'm sorry. What else? What else got you excited?
Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Oh, you really? You okay? Good. I thought I was the only one.
No, I'm excited for that. We haven't gotten
Oh,
a new revamped Super Mario Bros. Since new Super Mario Bros.
Right, because I know one of the big complaints is that like all the new Super Mario Brother games are like kind of the same.
Mm.
So I enjoyed them. I played them with my niece, so they're nice, simple, easy to pick up, and you can get done with them eventually. You know, they're not too long, but I do like to see them drop the new title, and B come up with some new gimmicks like the elephant and the super tall. Like there's just a bunch of crazy stuff that you can do. It looks like they're pushing
Even the
genre
animations
forward.
for Mario, like they're revamped. Like all the characters have new animations, so it's nice to see them trying to.
Yeah, they built it from the ground
Yeah.
up.
There's this new gimmick that they released. Have you seen it?
No, what is it?
So, Mario in this gimmick, he lays down in the beach
Uh-huh.
and he wears Searching for MacGuffin sandals.
Oh. I was wondering when you were gonna bring this
Yeah,
up.
because as you see in our background, we have Mario because it's summertime, right?
That's
Drinking some
Because we're searching for summer.
mango juice, Fanta, orange Fanta. I can't tell.
I think it's a passion fruit.
Passion fruit. All right, makes sense.
Maracuya.
What?
Maricuyá.
Can we say that word here?
Yeah, it just means passion fruit.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
With a gringo accent.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So as you can see, we have Mario wearing chancletas, like
wait.
searching for MacGuffin.
Mario Kuya.
Mario. Oh, that's good.
Well done.
Dang. Miyamoto. You heard it here first. So no, the only reason why we have that is because he has his feet out.
No free toes.
No free toes, exactly.
Yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. If
And
you
you
wanna
can see Mario's feet. You got to pay for Mario's feet,
Yeah,
right?
We'll give you the full shot.
Because if we don't put that there, then we're a not safe for work podcast.
That's correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is
We
us
get kicked off
censoring.
Twitch, actually.
Yeah, this is us censoring Mario.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. Go take a cold shower.
Anything else caught your attention?
The Peach game. The Peach game looks cool.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
see, I really hope that's a sequel to like Super Princess Peach because I love that game. So something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly like that. It doesn't have to have the whole emotion stuff and all that, but a game that really centers around her. I'd be excited.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm a big fan of Peach.
Pikmin
Thanks.
4.
The Mario movie. Pikmin 4. Mario Max messaged me and he's like, "What can you tell me about Pikmin and how can I like get started?" He's like, "I'm thinking about buying Pikmin 1 and 2, but I've never played a Pikmin. Should I start there?"
You tell him to start with Super Smash Brothers.
He knows Super Smash
Oh, okay.
Brothers, yeah. They re-released Pikmin 1 and 2, which was nice. Pikmin 3 Deluxe for the Switch is a great game. So Pikmin 4, I'm excited. Have you ever played a Pikmin game?
No, it don't look interesting to me.
You don't look interested
Yeah.
at all? Okay, we'll let you know how it feels. What else was on that direct? Anything else?
I mean, I think
Is that
those were
about
the major ones.
I think there's a Game Boy Advance emulator thing now on the Nintendo
I
Switch.
think they already had
Yeah,
that.
that was already
But they released more games though, right?
Yeah, I think they released
Yeah,
that Golden Sun.
Oh, yeah. Now I can play it without feeling guilty
Oh,
that I'm stealing it.
I don't know. What you're
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They came up with some new amiibo, so some more plastic stuff for me to just put on a shelf.
They're
around
still
here.
making
right.
amiibos?
Yeah, more Tears of the Kingdom ones.
Ooh.
Zelda and Ganondorf. They look great too.
Mm.
So that was Nintendo.
Yeah.
We're big Nintendo bros here. I heard Starfield got a lot of talk from the
Looks
Xbox
good.
showcase. My nephew messaged me. Oh, actually, my nephew. He used to be a host on the show, Gabe.
You said that, and I thought people from New York.
Yeah, yeah, they don't talk to me. Gabe messaged me, and he's like, "I can't do season 3 of the show because Starfield comes out around the time we launch season 3." So you heard it here first.
Starfield's coming out that early?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, 6 September.
Oh,
Well, they've been talking
So-
about it for a while, so.
Yeah. So lots of people planning to give up their lives.
yeah. I'm gonna discover one of the planets and name it MacGuffin.
There you go.
Is that a thing you can do?
I mean, there's like 1,000 planets you can discover, right?
But like, you don't get to name them, right?
In my mind, in my head
Oh,
canon, like
okay.
this is
This
MacGuffin.
one is MacGuffin.
This is our studios. This is where we record our podcast.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the game. I just know that everybody's excited for it. I know that there's like almost infinite planets. Maybe in season 3 we'll get Gabe as a guest on the show,
Maybe, yeah.
and then he can talk to us about his journey.
Where
through
is he
stuff.
right now? Do we know?
He's traveling.
He's
actually.
traveling.
Yeah, he's traveling. So we'll let him speak for himself. I don't know where.
Does he really travel?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I feel like he lives a secret life that we don't know of.
That's like a whole other episode.
You know what? That's one of our summer episodes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's drop that later. So, what else does summer mean to you guys? Why is summer such an important? Yeah, that was a. Why do they call it half and half milk?
What's the deal with summer?
All right, now you've ruined the transition, and just let's wrap up with just what are our thoughts about summer? In
I'm
general?
excited. Summers are always a summer of anime. In July, we getting all these good animes
Oh,
coming.
JJK
Season 2 of
coming
JJK.
back.
Exactly. And that's all the. That's all I
that's
remember.
You tried to.
That's all I remember.
You tried to watch anime on the trip, and what happened?
Oh my goodness. Freaking AT&T started throttling me in my international plan, so I couldn't watch anime.
What were you trying to watch?
I was trying to watch Vinland Saga.
And didn't you tweet out something?
Yeah, I tweeted them out. Like, I called them out on their bullcrap. Like, yo, AT&T, what are you doing? And then they responded like, "Oh, DM us," and I'm like, "I'm not gonna DM you. You DM me." See, I have pride.
Yeah, what kind of a power move
Who's
is that?
that?
You DM us, and then we'll help you out. Like, why don't you DM me?
No, you DM me.
I
You
reconsider
slide
that.
into my DM. I'm paying for you, okay?
There was something weirdly charged about that.
There was a brothel I stayed in. Was an AT&T sponsored.
It was just an AT&T store. What about you? July 4th, actually. This episode drops in just a few days on July 4th.
That's right, America.
Independence Day.
2023 years.
I will.
America?
I will add the clip of me saying the Pledge of Allegiance with peanut butter in my mouth at the end.
Okay. Excellent.
That'll be our
Ooh.
patriotic
Mm,
part right there at the end.
there you go.
All right.
Hope no-
Barbecue. Anybody have barbecue plans?
Do
Nope.
we?
I don't know.
What
Actually,
do we have plans?
we
You
should probably make those plans, right?
should come down, Danny.
For those of you that can't see Dan, just
Nervously, just nodded his head.
Yeah, raising his eyebrows
Yeah.
and sarcastically nodding.
That
his
was,
head.
yeah.
Yeah. It can't be as bad as 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Exactly.
I'm still. I gotta change the oil in my car. I'm tired. But yeah, we can FaceTime while I eat a burger.
There we
Nice.
go. We'll do that.
That sounds good.
But yeah, what are we doing for July 4th? Is your sister here? I feel like she's the one that organizes July 4th.
Which one? Oh, that's true.
Isn't it her birthday on
She's
July
the
4th?
most American of all of us.
She really is.
Yeah.
Is it because she's always on top of everything and
You know,
organized?
she's the American nightmare.
Oh, I can see that.
Big Cody Rhodes fan. I don't know. I guess I'll have to. I think my family comes back from.
Yeah, they come back today.
They're also. Oh, do they?
Yeah.
You know more than me. I thought it
We
was
spoke to Mario Max, that's why.
Oh, okay. I see. I should probably get back to him. We'll make those plans as soon as we get out. Anything else on the docket? Again, we don't want to talk about movies because we have an episode dedicated to that.
Are there any movies that we're excited about, or is that part of the...
I mean, let's preview it now.
Yeah,
so stay with us in the I think it's next week we're gonna do the summer movie preview.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about what we've already seen. Dan, you don't even go to the movies, right? Anymore?
I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
In
Have you
a
seen anything
while?
this summer?
No.
Have you seen anything this summer? All right.
I
Well,
have to
we
change
were
that.
traveling. Yeah, we were traveling, so we missed June movies. So we were like catching up when we got back.
Yeah, there's still some that we haven't seen.
I saw Flash.
I haven't
Link
seen
didn't.
that. Yeah.
No spoilers, but I told him not to. We went to go see Asteroid City together.
Yeah.
We have thoughts. Okay,
We'll
so
share those. We'll share
next
those.
week-
Yeah,
next
we
week
have thoughts and prayers for that. Yeah.
What else? I'm gonna watch Transformers this week, even though I know it's like a
It's
month
out
old.
already?
It came
Yeah,
out
it
like
flopped.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it came out like the week we left.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
What else did we watch?
I want to watch Elemental, the Pixar movie.
Oh yeah,
Heard it wasn't good, but, you know.
Oh, I heard it was good.
Oh.
I hear that
I
it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But an okay movie for a Pixar what is it?
Pretty weak. Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it's pretty good because
Nah.
lately I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like something's going on there.
Maybe
Maybe they need John Lasseter back.
They fired a few people.
that's
To harass
that's a-
peop- to
that's a-
harass
no,
people.
that's a hot take.
They were doing well when he was harassing everyone.
Okay, I don't think it was the.
Does anyone want to take one for the team?
I don't think it was the harassment. No. I guess I'd rather have a mediocre studio. Well, we saw Spider-Verse. We haven't talked about it. We will next week.
yeah.
We saw it right before we left. We saw Indiana Jones recently.
Oh, yeah?
We also have thoughts. But we're looking forward to Mission Impossible, Barbie, Oppenheimer.
Oh, yes.
Anything else on our agenda though?
All right, next week. If you really want to watch Oppenheimer, you wear black. If you really want to watch Barbie, you wear pink.
Okay.
All right, so we're coming black or pink next week.
Okay. So Dan's already dressed. You got it. You can't change your shirt.
You can't change your
for a
shirt,
week,
yeah.
Go see
Okay.
Barbie.
Unless okay.
Yeah.
Twist. He comes dressed in black. Okay. So that's our summer movie preview that we're going to talk about next week. And we said we were going to appreciate your time. So I think unless there's any final thoughts over the summer.
Final thoughts? I mean, I'm excited for it. It's been raining a lot.
It has been raining.
So, man, God's been crying. But it's good. It's good. It's a good summer so
It's
far.
not as bad as it raining in Iceland though. You know?
Yeah, because it was cold.
Yeah. It's just glaciers just
Yeah.
puncture you. And really quick, when we went to Iceland, we accidentally ended up on the Rogue One beach.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the Black Sand Beach, right? That's what it's called. And it's where Galen Erso
Runs away. Right?
like lives
That's
with
where her
Jin
parents-
and his mom, right? When they run away from the Empire, and then they're brutally murdered by the Death Troopers
Yeah.
that come in at the intro. So we made it to a Rogue One.
I was
site.
even in the cave where she hid when she was a little child.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I don't know. I just found the little cave.
Right.
There's these two rocks put together and they
it
went
was.
under.
So was it
It was.
actually the?
It was. It absolutely was.
Let me
Um,
believe in a slightly more magical world
Yeah.
Let's
where
do
Link
it.
was in
And
the,
the
right
best part-
cave.
And the best part was that it was an accident because Link is like, this looks like something out of Rogue One.
Yeah.
And he's like, this looks like Star Wars. And I just like Googled it and I was like, we are. This is Rogue One. This is your favorite Star Wars movie. So I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are, as much fun as we had away from the show.
Yeah.
And we look forward to having fun on the show with you guys in the weeks to come as we round out season 2 of Searching for MacGuffin. So, for all of you who have joined us along the search, thanks and stay along with us. I don't know how I'm finishing this sentence.
Enjoy your summer.
See you.